What's up to my one or two loyal subscribers? I love all you guys. Just joking. But so they already posted a video. I was basically saying had to come to Michigan. Dad's dying. Last minute. Never been in a hospital a day in his life. And he has a seizure. While I was in the shower. So I got a call about a couple weeks ago from my aunt saying, oh, he fell, he had a seizure, he's actually in a 3-day coma, but everything's going to be okay. And she thought everything was going to be okay. All the doctors and experts thought everything was going to be good. But something just told me when I got that call that it was for some reason, even when they were like, oh, it's all good, like he's 100% living. So even then I was like, something feels weird. And then about that week goes by, I tried talking to him on the phone. He didn't really sound normal. And then my aunt calls first thing in the morning the other day. I just moved to Baton Rouge from Florida, like in the last minute, wild thing. 36, which I would probably shouldn't have been. But I was like, let's change things up. So I'm in. 2 weeks ago, I moved to Baton Rouge. I'm over there, and I get that call. My dad's in Minnesota, where he's from. He sold his house, and so he's up here with his sister. Thank God, she's an angel. If there ever was an angel on earth, it's Valerie Hart, or yeah, still Valerie Hart. Anyways, so she calls me again. She goes immediately. It was first thing in the morning. I felt like I was still dreaming when I picked the phone up, and she just immediately was like, "It's bad," and obviously right there. But apparently, yeah, they said they did a scan on him. I don't know if he wasn't recovering fast enough or what the case is, but they run the scan, and apparently it's stage 4. Stage 4 brain cancer. So you started like down here in the sternum, and I guess just went unnoticed. And so he never went to the hospital. He never went to the hospital in general, like regularly, like you should. Neither do I. But he's never even been like sick or hurt in my 36 years of knowing him, where I've seen him in the hospital. I heard about him going once. Heard about it because he wrecked his motorcycle in Daytona, but like not a dude that frequented the hospital. So they did the scan on him. He has brain cancer. And they're like, it's so far gone now, there's nothing we can do. He was talking last week, now he's not really talking. So I had to immediately fly out from Baton Rouge, and about Minnesota for the first time ever. We always talked about me coming here, but on the way here, his ex-girlfriend, and kind of like his new girlfriend recently, they were about to start a life together, before all this, and she's real cool, fucking nice ass house. She's got me she picked us up from the airport so I could use her car and stuff, but he had to move hospitals so we're gonna get hotels closer. But just super cool lady. And my dad just retired, about to start his life, and this lady's husband, amazing lady, her husband just died 6 months ago, and they're just like, they're both in their late 50s, early 60s, but my dad's retired, and they both have money, and it was like, God, man, he was finally about to go have that fun. He'd worked his ass off forever. Started from a guy who dug the pools, laborer, to sales, to end up have the company, and multi-millionaire at one point. But then even when he lost his money, he was the same. He was the same with money and without money. And he always told me to help people. And I got to have my peace with him today. I talked to him today. It'd be great if he lived forever, but he won't. They say he's got about 2 weeks, but I have a feeling he was kind of holding on for me to get here, and I did. And fucking, he couldn't talk, but he could hear me. And I was saying stuff, and he was looking at me trying to talk, and I could tell. I was like, he can't. It's got to be crazy to fucking, because he's all there. He just can't fucking talk. But he knows what you're saying. He's fucking looking at me trying to talk, and I made eye contact with him, and I was like, I knew like our souls were talking, and I heard the questions or heard what he was trying to say, and I let him know that I love him. He's a good father. There's no resentments at all. He feels bad because he wasn't there as much as he could be, and that's probably true. But he didn't have to do nothing at all. He more than financially helped. I didn't need a thing when I was a kid because he was rich. Mom and dad didn't stay together, but he not only did what he was supposed to do, but way more in terms of that. He didn't ignore me. We didn't hang out with him, but he was a hustling dude out there making money, and I don't think he really wanted a kid. And considering that, I think he did a fucking amazing job. Not to mention it's worth it because he's the funniest person I ever meet. his funeral is going to be me fucking talking to 800 people, and they're going to all tell me about how great he is. And it won't be bullshit because it's a funeral. Like, I've seen this guy. I've been out in town where someone's told me, you're Greg Hart's son. Oh, my wife died, and he gave me $3,000 to help bury her. You know what I mean? I saw him go from brand new Hummer motorcycles, all this shit, to losing it all and fucking driving a $500 truck, and still the same. Not a woe me, not fucking I'm better than you when I got the money. Just a good dude. I'm so glad he's my dad. And I got here in time. I was worried about not getting here in time. I did to say, so when I could tell by his eyes the questions he was asking, and I was answering them. You know, no resentments. I love you. You're a great father. Honestly, I forget. You know, and I do, because there was a time where he actually took me in as an adult when I was doing real bad, and I had to fucking get off methadone. And it's a month-long agonizing thing. And I went to him and told him what was going on, expecting him to kick me out because I had a little apartment above the garage that I was using for a couple months. And his girlfriend, 30 years, may have fucking left him over it, but he insisted on helping me with that, and he did. And fucking, you know, he's fucking admitted where he's wrong, and fucking, it's just all forgiven. It's not even that, like, it's a thing where, oh, I'm forgiving him for me. No, like, he deserves an attaboy at the very least, fucking, and just couldn't be cooler. The reason I can do sales and be lazy and still make good money is because of him, because I got that personality trait from him. So I don't even know why I'm making this video. I think this is probably therapeutic. So, you know, I've never lost a parent before, so fucking, I know the lighting's terrible, but I really don't want to show the tears on this anyways. But no, I've cried like a baby. My nana died and he died, and like, I'm not saying it's healthy, but I can't fucking cry. It was crazy that I cried about him. It was only when I started making a video, because I'm good at editing. So I immediately, and that's therapeutic for me, but immediately was like, he's got to get the best video ever. So I spent hours and hours and hours on it. And I cried every bit of the way through it, because I'm going through pictures, taking pictures of them on my camera so that I can make a slideshow with music over it. And I'm playing Freebird, not only in the edit, but I wasn't really listening to that, but I was also playing Freebird on a different thing on my TV while I was doing it. Fucking Niagara Falls, bro. There was no, don't do that, don't cry, I promise you, no, whatever. Fucking waterfalls coming out. And I didn't cry about my Nana when it first happened. She's my favorite person ever. Nana fucking trumps everybody. I was her fucking long time ago. And I cried and stuff a little bit, even though but I was in shock. And all of a sudden, 4 years later, she was the most person, always to this day. Then when she died, I didn't really cry that much. But 4 years later, I'm driving down the road, and a song on the radio comes on that was the song my mom played at her funeral. What was that, fucking, probably like mid-20s, and I'm driving, and I started bawling to the point. And before that, I probably didn't cry for years, like, honestly, but never cried like this since I was like 2. Ball out fucking while I'm driving, almost can't even drive. We get to where I'm going, I call my best friend Lee. I'm like, hey, fucking, he goes, what's up? Nana died. It's like, Nana died 5 years ago, because, you know, we're brothers. And I go, I know, but for some reason, man, everything just came out at once. And I don't think dudes should walk around crying all the time and being bitches, but it is okay in certain times, and that shit is therapeutic. But I'm telling you, don't be crying in front of your girl, because anything other than a family member, I like an important family member is not. Like, you cry about, like, you know, fucking someone being mean to you, dog, that girl's gone, dog. So, and I got a dope personality, and I'm funny because of my dad. And he was always a reasonable dude, man. As, you know, as got older, we became a lot closer. And you know, while my mom just talks like that, fucking, he'll be, you know, giving his opinion about my life, but he'll also be like, you know what, I was doing this and that too back in the day. And he was at least like understanding about it. He you know, just fucking, this is so unexpected though. He said something about me dying 6 months ago, and I go, well, that's not gonna hurt me. I said, if I die, that's gonna suck for you, not me. He goes, oh, that's a good point. And I did not think that's the emotion. I guess this is my vent process, whatever the case is, but I love content, so if I can put on content, well, even more than that, be a memory one day, and I can keep my YouTube scrapbooking. It helps one dude who ever lost a parent for the first time. It's way crazier than I thought it was gonna be. Way crazy. It's almost like you're in a daze and but you just luckily I cried and I cried quick and early and a few times and I got to say bye to him and tell him he wasn't a piece of shit. So that's my favorite part. You got to see that.